I'm delighted.
Beautiful.
I'm feeling great. Yeah.
Trying to do introduction here. Katie just hits live.
Like the last time we went live and you were like, yeah. Yeah, that was the amazing intro. Yeah.
Was that the one when you had the boxing gloves on?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I saw that one.
It was an amazing one.
Yeah, that was a fun stream. Yeah. So
we're live, and yeah, I'm getting nervous again. Oh my god, how I'm going to survive this?
I don't know.
Are you going to leave me this once again?
You have to find a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Like coping, like the button, leave the studio.
That's the opposite of coping.
Yeah.
Well, that could be one way of coping, right?
Are you willing to run away from your problems?
Me, run away the fastest as I can.
She's a runner. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a shame. What a shame.
Yeah. What a shame.
All this time I thought you were a fighter.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
I think sometimes.
What?
Sorry, I'll shut up. Go ahead, Meredith.
I think what he's saying is when you have a passionate reason to fight, you're a fighter.
Absolutely.
No, I think I'm the fighter all the time because I'm too feisty to let it go. The only thing I let it go is when I sing.
Feisty is, isn't that the other word for being stubborn? Okay.
I wouldn't be so sure.
So you're saying you're not stubborn but feisty?
I'm both.
Sassy. Are you going for sassy?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, let's stay with sassy. But Kate, before I came on just a couple hours ago, you said you have some news. Is that what you reveal today, or is that the big news, or am I missing something?
Yeah, you mean the thing I wanted to tell you about. I already told about it to Red because I was having this little mental breakdown just a few hours ago. But I think I will keep that as a fun story for a little bit later. I'm not sure.
Okay, cool.
Just tell me how much do you want to hear it?
Well, everything, of course. I'm a nosy bastard, so yeah, I wanted to hear everything.
Okay, so far I got this far.
Oh, nice.
With the cover. And now for the story, right? So yeah, I when I work, I kind of help my students and my people to operate with technical stuff, right? And you probably all know what the space button means, right? Or enter, or escape, or or how to what's the name for the sign when you're writing the email?
Oh, the @ sign?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Are we talking about driving a car here? I don't recognize any of this language.
No, so the thing is, like, I've got this person on my phone, and I already knew what the process is going to be like. Get me to this site, right? And I thought to myself, okay, so this is going to take probably 10 to 20 minutes, then it's going to be over. And yeah, the first 20 minutes, we were just trying to type his email address. I'm not kidding. I'm definitely not kidding here. It was like...
Did you say 20 minutes?
Yes, minutes. We were...
I've had phone calls like that. It's excruciatingly painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I kindly asked him to write the HTTP address into his bar, right? And
blew his mind.
Yes, no. By that time, I was sitting in front of my computer like, oh my god, why me? What was the worst thing I must have done to? And there it is, and then I told him, like, press the enter button. And where is this enter button? I told him, like, it's the...
This is starting to sound like an episode of the IT Crowd.
I'm still stuck on 20 minutes to write an email address.
Is that how I get into the Matrix?
And he said, like, I don't know what enter button is, what enter button means. And I told him, like, that's the biggest button you have on the keyboard. Yeah, but the biggest button here is space. And then, yeah, and that was kind of the moment where I literally had to like grab my nose and pray that I don't laugh loud because it was just too much.
I can only assume that this guy has a keyboard that actually has space written on the space bar. Otherwise, there's no way he would have known that.
But you shouldn't ask him to hit any key.
I mean, like,
Oh my God.
yeah, and basically this call, it lasted for 1 hour and somewhere around 25 minutes, I think. And during this time, I went through all kind of emotions that exist, from being bored, from being tired, from being exhausted, from raging as hell. Like I was thinking of throwing this whole computer out of the window, from laughing hysterically. Like, dudes, you would need to see this. That was something to experience, like something. And all this time I was so telling myself, yeah, God is testing me.
Yeah, you know, a hemorrhoid is something to experience too, but you don't necessarily want to.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You have to push through it.
Yeah. Like, in the very moment that I was dealing with the situation, I thought I wouldn't make it without I don't know, cursing that person to the seventh hell. But now that I look back to it, it's kind of funny. So yeah, that's my story. What about your day?
Who wants to go first?
My day is still starting, so my story is going to be pretty short. I've got a 5-year-old that's doing kindergarten, but it's the distance learning. So I have been working with Zoom meetings and trying to get her to stay focused on her computer and not play with the things that she's supposed to use later, you know, that kind of stuff. So just juggling that and you know, getting ready for this and working on my campaigns, you know, just typical morning.
You used plural, so campaigns.
Yeah, I actually had a funded Indiegogo that's now in demand. And then I just started earlier this week just a small little Kickstarter to try and grow and expand my fan base and audience.
Okay, and you're doing both with one project, right?
Yes. Though the Kickstarter, I am offering a new cover for Chapter 1, which has already been done. But both of them are focused on Chapter 2 of Wrath.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe would you like to tell us more? So we could probably start with you and with your campaign if you're interested.
If we want to jump into that, we can do that if everyone else is cool.
Yeah, sure.
Always
Go
cool.
ahead. Yeah.
Always cool. Okay, so if you have anything to share, you can share, and I will just work on this a little bit later while we talk.
Okay, let's see if I can get my screen share to work.
Nice.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's not it, guys. That's just me doodling.
That's not
What are those
a
plants?
Okay.
There we go. All right, can you all see that?
Okay,
Yep.
dude, the stage is yours.
Rafe.
Wait.
Raph.
So
Sorry. Raph. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wrath. So this is the Kickstarter that I just started. This is for chapters 1 and 2. Like I said, 1 is already finished, so we're putting that out there with that new cover. That it complements the chapter 2 cover really well. And we're just offering this out there to new readers as a way to catch up and get their hands on something new for chapter 1, as well as get the new chapter 2. So this is just quick read through here. Wrath tells the story of a young man named Doug who learns he has the ability to manifest the dark emotions tied to the abusive childhood he thought he left behind. Chapter 1 sets the stage, introducing best friends Doug and Nicole, as well as the mystery and consequences of the manifestation's first appearance. Chapter 2 continues the story as the duo start to piece together the events from Chapter 1. Eventually, the pair reveal the dormant power within Doug and must come to grips with this strange new ability, hoping Doug is strong enough to control it.
Okay. Can you maybe show us a little bit of the art? Because you were
Yep.
pretty quick with the summary.
Sorry. So basically, this is the story of Doug and Nicole. And we have this creature that emerges from Doug in Chapter 1 after he has a little bit of a rough trip home. And it goes out and finds the two people that assaulted him and took his bike. And that's a little bit of going into Chapter 1. And here's a page from Chapter 2. And you can see we do a grayscale, but we do selective coloring with some of the flashback scenes, and the creature itself also shows up in color. Some of the flashback scenes, but there's a good shot of the creature there, where it pops off the page in that bright blue color we like to use.
And the blue is the only color in your book, or is this? Or
Yeah, I
is there
kind
more?
of noticed this as well.
Nice.
Yes, blue is the only color in this chapter. There are some, without getting too much into spoilers of things coming down the pipeline, because we have 6 chapters planned for this project. We will introduce some other colors, but I'm not really going to tell you what those are, or
No,
I won't
okay.
do that just yet. But yes, there will be some other colors.
But that's actually a very cool idea. I mean, so basically the book is in black and white, but the colors adds more like a new dimension, new layer, and telling a story, and like you said, in the past, right? Or am I reading?
This is a story that takes place in the past. You're getting a retelling from the main character.
Nice.
And I was playing around with the ideas. I'm really big fan of like anime and manga, and so I was playing around with the idea of doing color, black and white. Early on in the project, and I was talking to my publishers, and I was kind of pitching the idea. I want to do the grayscale as kind of like a homage to the manga and anime scene, but I also have some ideas that only work in color, but only with the creature. And then one of the guys was like, well, why not just do the most of the comic in that grayscale you want to do, and then just put the creature in color? And it just kind of clicked. I'm like, oh, I could do so much with that. Like it adds this whole element of the creature looks out of place in this world. It stands out. It pops off the page. And I think you're right. A lot of people get that impression that it gives the comic a unique look, but also has this atmosphere and mood to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Keno.
Hey, Keno.
What up, Chris?
Hey, man. Yeah, normally if people do flashbacks, then mostly it's more like how do you say, muted colors or something, going back in the past, and have then some kind of gray, maybe beige or brownish colors for telling the story. But you are doing in a completely different way.
We do the so these here when he kind of recalls, because when he wakes up the next day after the creature emerges, he only has fragmented, like, dreamlike memories. So you can see an example here of how we did that. When he's looking through the creature's eyes, we get that also the blue coloring. And that was actually our page artist Emilio's idea.
It's kind of really great establishing that as for the future of the comics, because once reader gets to know that, he already knows that, okay, now I'm looking through the beast's eye.
Yeah, and it also just looks cool. And he also does that rough border around the edges too that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you just reminded me, I bought this book few months ago, and it's I don't know. I know you can read it. It's something like a comic textbook, right? How to do comics, and that was when I was starting, and it kind of reminded me of this very page over here. Probably you can see it. Like when you work with this black and white, right? Maybe you can like this. That you work with the black and white and you add one more color to it to make it more dynamic, or
Right.
Yeah.
How should I turn this back? No. Yes.
There you go.
And don't be bad at me. I'm the first one to do this.
And Kate, how did you assume that Scott cannot read what's on the page?
Once
You said
again,
you can read this. Maybe Scott can read.
Let me
Yeah.
take a look at it. I was actually looking on my screen, so if you want to hold that up again. No, I can't read that.
Damn it, Scott.
But thank you
Work
for
with me,
believing.
man.
Thank you for believing in me.
Jonathan.
and actually, this is Czech book, so it's not even our own country. So, but that's it.
But yeah, nice, Scott. But by the way, the creature that you showed, is that a boy transforming into it, or is it an apparition or a dream state? What
So
is it?
it is a physical form. You actually see it as he basically falls asleep. In the comic, in the first chapter, you'll actually see it emerge from him and interact with the physical world. But
Right.
yeah, it is tied to his abusive childhood. You saw maybe one of the pages where you see him as a younger version of himself, and he's got a little altercation with his father there.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so it is tied to those memories and that abuse he suffered when he was younger.
Yeah, so basically, it's like you said, it's a physical manifestation of all the trauma, anger, sadness, and whatever comes with it, and that comes out of him. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you would like to bring the campaign a little bit back if you would like to show some maybe some perks, maybe some stretch goals if you have some, because we went kind of fast.
Let
I'm
me
not
see
sure.
if I can get that going again.
Okay, no problem.
That's cool.
All right. Yeah. So this one's just very simple. The Indiegogo was a little bit bigger because that's where we're trying to get the funding for 2. So this one is just real simple. We have just a digital chapter 1, digital chapter 2. You can get digital 1 and 2. You can get a single chapter 1 copy if you already had chapter 2. If you already had chapter 1, you can get chapter 2. If you don't have either one of them, you can get chapters 1 and 2 together. And these physicals, they all come with the digital copies. So if you pick up a physical, you'll get the digital as soon as that's done, and then once we print, you'll get the physicals in the mail.
Nice.
And then if you want to splurge a little bit, you can actually do 1 and 2 plus we'll have a print and a sticker. Let me get you the image of that. I think it's down here. Here you go. This is a special promo piece that our page artist Amelia Utrea did for us. So if you want to spring for the extra 10, then you'll get 1 and 2, and then a 8.5 by 11 print, and I think it's 3.5 by 4 inch sticker.
I like this one. And then those are what, Asian symbols on the bottom there, or is that some magical incantation?
So there's. I don't want to spoil too much about.
Sorry for all the questions.
It's fine. There is a a part in chapter 2 where they're kind of trying to figure out what this thing is. And they kind of stumble on this neat little reference in Japanese culture. It doesn't have a whole lot of tie to what's actually happening with Doug, but Amelia really liked it, so he kind of put that into the theme of this piece.
Nice. And the book that the girl is holding, there's a story behind that, or is that?
I think that was just him, because they're actually in the story using a computer to look it up. So I think that's just kind of them symbolizing like that they're, researching and learning about this.
All right.
And is the girl probably going to get similar abilities as well, or maybe I'm foreshadowing too much?
I can't really answer that. That would be too many spoilers.
That's stupid questions.
We're opening the secret closed door.
It's not a bad question. I just can't answer it right now. You just have to read and find out.
Okay, because it's kind of interesting for me because it's kind of similar theme to what I have, right? The wolf theme, like he's able to project his inner wolf, inner demon outside and make him physical. So that maybe means that maybe other people are able to do this as well, right?
That is a very good guess. And it might actually tie into that question about more colors.
Yeah. Hey, okay, that's a good one.
Okay, so, I had one good question. Let me have it.
Okay.
And then you wanted to know there are some stretch goals. So this is, I don't know if I showed you, this is a small goal, just $500 because we've already got the funding. This is, like I said, we're trying to get, maybe some additional funding to get us a good leg up on 3 and also to kind of expand and grow our fan base. So there isn't a high goal on this. It's just the minimum. It's more about just getting some stuff into new people's hands. But we do have stretch goals. Let me get to those. We have a $1,500 stretch goal. And I'm doing that thing where you got to reach it to find out what it is. And then another one at 3,000.
Okay, just to answer the question, what kind of animal is that? That's a wolf, my lady.
It is a wolf-like creature. There is a reason behind why it takes that form that we're gonna let unfold. If you actually read through the chapter 1, I do have a small Easter egg in there if you can find it. That'll give you a bit of a clue on why.
Is it to do? Let me see. Is it maybe it's in the letters? No, or maybe the colors? No.
It's actually on this page here.
Okay, I'm gonna look that on my big screen here. Maybe I find it. Ah, I think I found it.
All right, what do you got?
The doll on the front that lies on the floor.
Yep, that's actually his favorite toy as a kid.
Yes, nailed it.
There you go. Nice done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my project. I also have the Indiegogo, which is in demand. I have a few more bells and whistles on that one. So you can basically get chapter 2 over here. And then there's some add-ons where we have that same print and sticker, but there's also a t-shirt option with that artwork on there. And we also added this as just a special thing. If you really like that artwork, there is a wall scroll you can get separately that I can basically have printed and shipped directly to you.
Nice.
It's cool.
Yeah. Can I ask you, Scott, where this inspiration comes from?
It's kind of a weird story. The original spark, if you will, came from my diagnosis with sleep apnea.
Oh,
If you're not familiar with that, it's basically a condition where when you're sleeping, you start basically choking. Basically,
oh,
there's something going on. Like with me, it might have to do with my tonsils. They get in a certain way, they block my airway. And then it causes a bunch of problems that you're not even aware of. You just wake up tired, your blood pressure's high. There's just a lot of problems with it. So I was going for a walk, kind of dealing with this, realizing that my body's trying to kill itself while I'm sleeping. And then it kind of popped in my head, like, what if my emotions kind of went off and did all this stuff on their own without me being aware of it? And that's kind of where that initial thought came in. I was working at a prosecutor's office at the time, so I was dealing a lot with victims of elder and domestic violence and stuff like that. And I just kind of started pulling these things together and piecing my story together.
oh, wow.
So I guess that's why that's how you got inspired about that stepfather, right?
I'm sorry?
The stepfather.
Yes. Like one of the themes that I want to tell with the storyline is, we don't always choose the things that happen to us, but we can have a choice in how they ultimately affect us. And one of the things I like to see when I worked at the DA's office is the victims who didn't let it drag them down, but actually used it to strengthen them and to become stronger and not let it tear them apart.
Right.
Yeah, well, I have to be honest. I got a chance to get this little peek before, So I really don't want to spoil anything. So I feel like I knew everything. Yeah, it was something. It's definitely, as for me, it was something to read. I really want to get into it once again and read it really, really deeply because, yeah, it kind of covers really, really close topic when it comes, for example, to my own story, because it really focuses on these relationships and and these inner feelings of this boy. And it kind of that's the thing that kind of drives him. And what I'm thinking is maybe that when he finds his way how to cope with all of these that happen to him, maybe that the beast will disappear.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Again, something you probably can't answer, right?
That would be the ending. I can't give away the ending, right?
But the ending is done, Scott. The ending is done. You completed all the story, or
I have the outline on what I want to do.
right?
So far, I have like scripts written, done 1 and 2. I've started on 3, but right now we are. I'm working with Emilio on getting the pages of chapter 2 done and getting that together.
Cool.
We are currently on, pages 11 through 15. We've almost got those finished and ironed out. And that's out of 34 pages. So I'm hoping if we can, now that we've got the funding, we can streamline the process and get it finished before the end of the year, get the digital out, and then get the print out either late January, early February.
Sounds cool. Nice. Yeah, it looks great. The whole concept is very interesting, I think. And then the whole deal with the colors, yeah, we don't have seen much that here in comics here in Indiegogo or Kickstarter. It's missing.
Yeah, that's kind of something new.
Yeah, it's a nice selling point.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get it in front of more people's eyes. Like I've had lots of good reviews. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people found it relatable, which is good and bad, but it just kind of, part of what I want to show is there's a lot of people that have been through something similar or suffered abuse, and it's good to know that there's a lot of other people out there and that you can reach out, and that there's a lot of understanding about that kind of thing.
Nice. Is it still open on Indiegogo, or is that closed?
That's in demand right now. So the way I do my in demand, because this is my second campaign, is I'll leave that open until it's time to print.
Right.
Then I get my final counts, then the whole thing gets shut down. And I don't like to, because a lot of people were confused about why I didn't have Chapter 1 on the Indiegogo. I don't like to put things on there that I've already funded and that you can just go out and get. So when I was doing that, you could get Chapter 1 through my publisher, Wicked Publishing, from their website. So I was directing people to just, hey, if you want to catch up, you don't have to wait for my campaign to close. You can just order it and have it there within about a week, and you can catch up.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to search for that. I'm going to promote it a little bit on Twitter and other such.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Right.
Yeah, promoted well.
Man, you should really punish that keyboard, man.
I already told him that.
Should I go to the other side of the room?
That's why he has the boxing gloves.
Just remember to hit enter.
Typing with my boxing gloves, that would be, and it would be on Twitter or something like that.
As long as the
Probably a
link
bad
goes
idea.
through, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this cover's looking amazing.
Yeah, this is the very first time that I'm actually trying to paint without. Yeah, I kind of cheated here because usually when I draw bulge.
This time you got butt.
That's a funny story. Scotty probably don't know that. Last time I was drawing, I accidentally turned the sharing on, and I just had the picture set in this position because I was drawing something on the leg or something. I don't know, some minor detail, and red went like bulge.
Bulge happened.
Yeah, bulge happened. So basically, usually I cheat in this way, like I draw the outlines because it's a safe work for me. So I kind of stuck to it with Lena. That's my main heroine in the story, but the rest is kind of painted without any outlines. So right now I'm kind of experimenting a little bit. Let's see how it will turn out. If it turns out really bad, I'll be probably kind of sad because I will have to redo it again. But then again, it's kind of fun. It's relaxing, at least.
And you, since you do digital, you work in layers, I take it?
Yeah, if you can see it right over here, then I have one folder, second folder, and there is third folder, and there are maybe, I don't know, not really sure, tons of layers inside, and now I don't know where I finished. Damn it.
It's one of those things that I'd love to learn how to do if I just had the time.
You mean draw digitally?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I mean, I also do traditional stuff. Like last time, I don't know, maybe if you've seen it, but I also did, I think, Black Tiger Legacy fan art I did yesterday, and that's this one.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah. And then I did Dead Dudes Below.
Oh, me?
Yeah, this one.
Nice. I like the
Thank you so much,
artwork on the logo.
Yeah.
It was kind of experiment. Like Red was even helping me with that one because he was the one who came with the word. He was the one who came with the word survive. So I need to thank him.
So if you hate that, that's my fault, Meredith.
I like how she said, "Oh yeah, it just was an experiment. It's not a big deal. I just throw it out there, you know. I don't care. It's just a comic, right?"
No, for me it was an experiment because it was kind of working like inverse way, you know. Like I wasn't shading the guy in the very beginning, but everything around, and the guy went last, the firefighter, and then I had this Delusion fan art.
Yeah, it's great. Also, man, freaking high, man.
I kind of like this one. So
yeah,
But I am like I was pointed
I
out
got one
by our friend Barbusco that yeah, I'm joining the dark side by drawing traditionally.
What?
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 So I kind of needed to stick back to digital drawing, so I don't get,
Probably so.
Nah, do
Yeah.
it both. You can dip your toes in everything.
Yeah.
Get a well-rounded portfolio.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm too lazy to do that. So
Well, with all
Obviously
that
not.
art you're posting, yeah, that does not look like laziness to me.
Right. This woman has pumped out how much freaking art in the past like 2 weeks, and she wants to say I'm lazy. Get out.
Yeah. Always
Yeah.
complaining I'm not fast enough or good enough or better enough. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I just drew this thing that's good enough to be a cover in 20 minutes. I'm fucking lazy.
Get
Get
it
out of here, Katie.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying it.
Who
I mean,
cares?
I guess if you really want it, but I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, I think as well, right? It could be like 1,000 times better if I wanted. Yeah, so that's it. So here we can see the cover of bones being prepared. Yeah, I'm going to play with it like a lot until it's finished and not until I'm satisfied with it. And probably this is the very best time. We have already 7 watchers, which is my like almost the top, right? We've never had that before on my channel. I'm so happy right now.
Only up from here.
Okay.
Nah.
Nice.
But I think this is probably the best time to officially announce my manager.
Oh, drum roll, please. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
drum roll,
Wait.
please.
We have to do something.
Yeah, and bring out the gloves, please.
1 second. I have only 2 hands.
I don't have a drum roll, but
And both of them are left.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That is the high point.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, it's there.
Well, that's abrupt, but hey, that's all I can
Yeah,
do.
so basically, just so you know, the people who are watching and also people on the stream in the panel, we kind of decided to break this huge book that was planned to be around 200 pages into smaller thing, and probably to come and get it to a little earlier than in May. So let's wait and get surprised how close we can get, but it will be probably really close, so you won't have to wait that long until you can literally hold Bones in your hand and read it. And that's why I kind of started working on this cover, because I would like to present this as the very first cover of the very first book of Bones, and trust me, this is going to be a long ride. I hope I can keep up with this and not get lazy anymore. So yeah, this will be Bond 1.
Can you zoom it in, please?
Yeah, definitely. How or where would you like to zoom in? On the butt?
Well, whatever you want to showcase.
I think
Yeah,
like
well,
fan favorite.
I wouldn't go for the butt because she's 15 years old there, right, Marinos? That wouldn't be like very.
Why you look at me?
Because you're the only one with a photo on.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's put that aside.
Okay, so let's move it up a little. So right now you are looking at the main protagonist, main heroine of this story. Her name is Lena Jensen, and she's a werewolf. So that's why we have Scott here as well, because we already know about wolves a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, and since she's very young here, that's why we will only get to know a little bit about her. I don't want to spoil too much, but what's the point, because the story is out as well, right? So Basically, all of you can read it. It's available on Tapastic and Webtoon so far. But just so you don't think that I've read this and why should I back this? There will be some changes in maybe panel layouts, in maybe dialogue. I plan to refurbish this to change this a little bit, so it's something you really would want to hold in your hands and read.
Plus,
So
it's going to have that bitching cover.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be great. But it isn't finished, right? And there's going to be more stuff added.
Yes, there's definitely gonna be a lot more, and in the end, it's going to look lots different than you see it now. Because I plan to take long on this one.
Right. That's
So
cool.
that's So
I see that. If I'm saying that correctly, Fizzgiggity is saying something. Is that how I pronounce it? Good.
Yes, you can just call her Piper.
Yeah, that's our Piper.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like work when you're having fun. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I always get these complaints that you're always drawing your port in your own world, and that's the thing I love, because you're doing something you really like, you're in love with.
True.
Well, yeah, man.
That's why we all doing this, right? Because we love it.
Yeah.
Creating is a thrill.
Yeah.
Once again, right?
I say creating is a thrill.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's a very nice process. Yeah.
And I'll be muting myself on and off because my 5-year-old has found where I've been hiding. So she wants to say hi real quick. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Aww.
That's nice. Cool.
So Scott, last question. Are you planning to read this story to your 5 years old?
Eventually. I have my own merch store, so she actually has her own. So the creature we affectionately call it the Rage Puppy. It's not his official name, but she has her own little Rage Puppy T-shirt and a sticker on her own laptop. So she's already a fan, even though she doesn't quite grasp the story content yet.
I would definitely make like a huge puppy, like the plushie out of it,
That has been suggested, and that's something that we definitely want to look at further down the line. We do have some chibi Rage Puppy art that we recently got, and we'll probably do some stuff with that as well.
That's cool.
Yeah. A doll would be awesome. I think that would be awesome. I think that could kind of bring you more people, because maybe people would like to get it for their kids, or I would like to get it for myself because I'm a kid.
Aren't we all?
Shut up. Yeah, whatever. So I like plushies. So what?
Hey, I got my He-Man toys. Look at this. I got Skeletor here. So I'm a nerd as well. So don't worry. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know.
I've got this really cute toothless plushie. Like that's on my bed on the top of my bed rest. How do you call it? The thing where you put your head.
Headboard.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that thing. And I was really happy to get it. So if you Scott came up with a plushie, I would definitely get one.
Yeah, it's something, we just got to find someone who's willing to produce them and get a good price so that the fans aren't paying, out the nose for it. So yeah, that's the real struggle, but it's definitely something we want to do.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so that were some really great news. But we have another great news that we would like to share with the world. Marinus, Red, can I ask you for the drums again?
Oh, I only have the party horn. Marinus has the
drums.
Do
that.
Sure.
Because we have another thing to celebrate. Yeah. So tell us, Marinus, what the thing is to celebrate today.
Oh, you're talking about me. Oh, my friend, maybe you had a surprise. And okay.
Yeah.
Wait. I have to prepare something.
Wait, I did have a surprise. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to tell it a little bit later.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have to, for the celebration.
Oh yeah.
There it comes.
Well, it's not really something special,
Nah.
but it's liquor. So yeah, that's the surprise. No,
You
but I'm
still
gonna
didn't get the tatrati, right?
right because for those who watching and do not know, I do not drink alcohol much at all. But today our campaign, the Blackheart Manor, is 100% funded today.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Always a good
man.
feeling.
That's
Congrats.
a very good feeling.
Not
And,
gonna believe it till I see it.
I'm very, very happy. So I'm gonna treat myself a little drop shot. It's licorice in liquor form. People hate it. I love it.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
like,
we won't believe it. We won't believe it till we see it, right, Marinas?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna share it. Like,
You better. You better.
yeah. What do you say, Scott?
So it's like Jägermeister?
Jägermeister is more bitter. This is more how do you say? Lighter, but it has a very nice flavor. Did you ever have licorice in your life?
Black licorice? Yeah, I actually enjoy black licorice.
Oh, really? I mean,
Yeah.
most people hate licorice.
Dude, where do you come from?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a surprise because when I talk to some people from another country, and mostly Americans, and I talk about licorice, the whole face is like, like they
Yeah,
have a lemon in
use-
their mouth. Yeah,
they usually like Twizzlers or something weird like that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I like the red vines are pretty good, but I don't know. My dad always had them, and it just kind of took. I just kind of took to the flavor. I guess it's one of those
Yeah.
acquired tastes.
Exactly. That's very fun. Unfortunately, Kate, somehow I cannot.
You
share.
cannot, right?
No, I don't know why. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's
Here
a
we go.
bit tricky.
Is this visible?
Yes.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah. 109%, man.
Yeah, I was surprised because maybe a week ago, it's like, steady at one point, and then somehow it got a boost. And today we had from 95% to 109%, and I'm ecstatic.
And
So
that's really good because the last couple months Indiegogo's been a little slow.
yeah,
And
I heard
you've seen projects like mine just squeaked in the last couple hours. So 10 days left, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the upcoming festivities, with December, or maybe it has to do with all the stuff that happens in your countries with the election. Could be. Not entirely sure. I'm just filling it in. But I'm very happy that we are funded. I mean, I just came home today because there's a little bit of my day today. I went to the gym and I just got on a shower and got some groceries. I just got here and people say, "Hey, get on Twitter, get on Facebook." So what's going on? Your book is funded. So, what? No.
Do you
Okay.
remember the very, very first day when you like literally when you opened the campaign? I still have those words in my mind, like I was sweating bullets.
Yeah,
That was something.
Yeah, because this is my first campaign. Although the Gilly here is the writer, he does the campaign for me. He has a lot of experience and did a lot of books. And but for me, this is my very first book that I created, and I'm very proud of that. That it's not only getting out there, but it's also getting funded. So people will get the books in their hands, and we're gonna do some stretch goals in the very soon. What those stretch goals are, we are still talking about it. But this is a very big day for me. I'm very happy. So yeah, Blackheart Manor, 40-page black and white horror comic, Lovecraftian monsters in a big house, and creepy stuff with firefighters. So that's great. So, Scott, do you know a little bit about this campaign or not? Or should I talk about it?
I've actually seen it, but I don't know too much about it. I know you had that great little animated GIF that you were posting on Twitter. That looked fantastic. But yeah, go ahead. I'd love to hear about it.
Okay, you know what? Maybe it's better than we first do the trailer, and then I'm gonna fill it in afterwards. So I hope the audio is going good. Oh, that's not very good at all. So you can hear the audio?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, absolutely. Still love that. Beautifully done. Yeah. Black Hawk Manor. I want to tell a story about, everyday heroes like firefighters, going to, do daily things like, helping people go into burning buildings, etc., rescuing people, putting out fires. And I want to do a story with that. And I'm going to skip it first, the covers here. So it's about, some eldritch horror in a mansion. And the mansion was a part of a cult. And the cult was the Black Sunrise. And there was, years ago, was a lot of rave parties. And there's some stuff going on. And there, as you can see here, there's someone escaping. But basically, this is the daughter of one of the firefighters. She is escaping there. There's something bursting out of the mansion that is in flames. And you see those eldritch tentacles, flying, fuming in the sky. And basically, the entity is chasing her, wants to catch her. And at the end, it does. And then she's getting teleported away. And we see some magic, creepy symbols in here. And also, this is one of the cult members, because there are two. And those are the leaders of the Black Sunrise. They have been there for years, hundreds of years. And she is disappearing. So basically, there will be an investigation, because the father, who's called Jacob, wants his daughter back because she's missing. He cannot find her. There was a suspicion that she was running away. And then there's a cop, and the cop is called Stokes. And he's a friend of Jacob, with this elderly man here. And he said, listen, we cannot find her. We have to stop the investigation, but we have seen your daughter near at the mansion, but the city wants to tear it down, But Stokes convinced the city to donate the mansion to the firehouse, to people from the firefighters, to have some fire drills there. And Jacob and his team accepts that, but he still wants to go there because he wants to, search around the area, around the compound, see if it's, suitable for drilling and doing fiery stuff. Fiery stuff, that's not a word. For doing fire, putting out fires, having drills there, and they go into the house. But what happens is that when they are investigating, they are stumbling upon, not only the creepy mansion and everything that is in there, but also some weird imagery like paintings and mirrors. and when they look at it, they see stuff. They see stuff that is, otherworldly, that is not there, that shouldn't be there. It's like some kind of nut job, has some crazy idea, like in the 1700s, when they paint a lot of, death and how do you say, torture, and they found it very unsettling. So they are going in there, and they started to separate, and there is something in the house, of course, and that something is a being, a monster, if you will, an eldritch monstrosity, a creature that wants something, and the cult members are a part of that. And yeah, they're going in there, and people are starting to disappear. People are, going slightly mad. People see things that they are not there, or maybe they are there. And that's not really, if I can, expand a lot at this point. But let's say there will be a lot of emotional connections between the firefighters, because they are in a horrifying situation. They need to escape. They need to burn the house down. But will they? We don't know. And there will be a lot of death. There will be a lot of maiming. There will be a lot of killing, a lot of bodies flying around. And it's going to be fantastic. And as you can see here, this is the mansion. It's beautifully done by the artist G.L. Giles. And we see here a younger Jacob with his younger daughter. He's reminiscing. And then later here, we see the rest of the fire team coming over, try to inspect the house. And we see in the window some shadow of what's in there. That's basically what I can show when it comes to the interior art. When it comes to the covers, we did two covers. One is in the video, as you can see, with the moving tentacles, the animation. I love this part. It is very, people know what it represents. It represents the house, the manor. Something is there. It's death what resides in there. And then we have here the firefighters that wants to go in, and also here on the left, on the right side, on the under, we see the cult members, and the colors are great. Love the colors. And then we have this one. I like this one in particular because this is represent a painting, and it's going to be a virgin cover, and which means there will be no added text like above. This is what you see, and this is what you get. And you see behind the manor, and I hope you can see it well, but because there are some organic stuff, some eyes, some teeth, some creepy stuff, and we see the tentacles here in the shadow on the bottom of the painting, and also the fiery haze that reflects it. It's very cool done. I love this particularly cover, and the apparition.
I don't know. Maybe it's the colors, but I still think that the second original one is cooler. I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I heard that a lot. There's a little bit of 50-50. A lot of people say, the first cover, this one, is what people want know what it is. It has the tentacles, it has the creepy eyes, it has the glow, it has the teeth, and the virgin cover represents more like the firefighters, that they are friends, they have a bond, they are depend on each other, and they rely on each other when they go into the house, battling whatever is inside there.
And
whenever I see this, sorry, go on.
I would say this project, just I can see why you got funded with 10 days left. It looks amazing. The art looks amazing.
Thank you.
The story sounds great. It even actually reminds me of one of my favorite board games, which is Betrayal on House of Haunted Hill. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No. Okay.
It's a really cool little game that it's different every time you play it. Based on how the game unfolds, you get a different storyline every time. But I really like the firefighter element as well. And I might have to go check this one out.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No,
You mean with the
out.
board game, you mean there is a, how do you say, choose your own adventure style? Is that how you call it?
Kind of. It's the way it works is there's the betrayal in the title of the game means that someone usually ends up working against the rest of the players, and
Right.
based on how the haunt mechanic happens, like what room, who does it, what item they've discovered, you basically get 2 books, one for the betrayer and one for the rest of the players, and they all have different objectives and different creatures that appear, and it's just a really cool game with a lot of replay factor.
Okay, good to know. I have to check that out. I love that kind of stuff. Nice.
And they even have a legacy edition now that I've been itching to play, where you can actually have a continuous story between your games, where they actually have you'll be playing the original character's ancestors as you progress through the game.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's something like that here in Will, but maybe it's spoiling a little bit. But yeah, cool. Yeah, and we have a lot of perks, of course. We have the digital perks, but the feature this year is the both books, the both covers, the Virgin and the original Blackout Mana cover. And we do a nice print, and the print is resembled a 80s horror cover, like you when you rent it into a video store, and then you like videotapes. What's really cool, it's a very we call it vintage. It's not really vintage, but we want to represent that a little bit more. And we get an exclusive bookmark and also the digital editions. And I'm going to show you the print, what I mean. Let's just scroll a little bit down here. Just give me a second. Oh, just scroll it. It's this one. Probably hard to see, but it's a retro print. There's a lot of detail in there.
I was about to say there's a lot of detail, but it does look pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's the feature perk that we wanted to sell. And it's very affordable too. It's only $45, and you got a lot of things for your money. And then we have, like I said, the digital ones. Also, the Gilbert and Gil Giles have made the first book. It's called The Deep Dark. This basically the second volume. I wasn't involved in The Deep Dark. I approached them because I want to do my comic, and they say, "Hey, what? We do, why don't you come over with us and do the line that we are doing?" And the line is The Call of the Void. And so basically my book is in their line. So that's very cool. And you can get both of them as well for 15. And also the physical editions for 35. And as you can see, we have the double perks, the prints, and also the one with the sketch cards. And in a free sketch card, we have a perk that you can chat with GL and with Gilbert. And the one that I'm most like is this one. It's part of the cast. It's one person has already claimed that. It's not only that you can be in the book, your likeness will be drawn in the book. You have dialogue. Basically, you're going to be part of the team. That you go in the manor. You're going to die, and you're going to die some more.
Come on, that's not what people want. Like, you get to the story. I want to be in the story for those money, and I want to beat that devil, and I want to be the winner, not
winner is for losers. Come on.
There's actually I think there was another campaign that did something similar where it was you got killed in one of the panels. So yeah, these actually are pretty popular.
Yeah, I mean, I love that you that people have the option to say that they want in the book, they want the likeness being drawn, which is also very cool. But only that you also be part of the cast and you have actually dialogue, and then you go in with the fire team and help them survive. So that's cool for $400. So yeah, there's a lot of things in there that people.
I at least hope if I back it, like okay, I may die, but I at least want to kill some monster or some demon, or at least that one hooded person there, like to slash it.
You want to take one with you, basically.
Yes, to make it count,
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Can't say anything. Sorry.
All right, guys. So I was kind of wanted to ask you, Marinos, but you didn't check your Twitter at all. So
Oh, sorry.
since we have 13 people, I really bet that there are people who backed Blackheart Manor.
I'm sorry, I lost the question.
Yeah. I'm just talking to the people watching right now because I bet there are some people who backed Blackheart Manor, but I think that there are still people who haven't done it.
No.
And what I kind of thought I would make without agreeing with you, like because it's your project and you have no word to say into it.
Oh well, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Only my
so
project, who cares, right? What I'm saying.
yeah. So once again, when does
What are you gonna do?
when does the campaign end?
Wait a minute. Pale Rider says something. Put on Pale Rider, please.
I don't want to end the yeah. Now you're speaking my
Yeah.
language, man. Yeah.
Well, there's a girl in the book, but if you're gonna drink with her, Pale Rider, I don't know.
I don't want those two girls to be honest, but those two drinks kind of sound really good. Maybe.
How about you save her? You know what? You save the girl. Is that what you want? That's what heroes do, right? Saving the girl.
Nah.
What
Too
now?
boring. Yeah, like you get an ex. Yeah, there was this. Where is it? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is there? Yes, Skyrim Forever, right? Pale Rider.
Skyrim Forever.
Yes, you have two drinks. You have two drinks in your arms. You have an axe, like the firefighter axe in your hands, and you just go like.
Speaking of drinks.
What if he had a firefighter axe that had two drinks connected to it?
Oh,
that's something. That's
that
not
would be
great.
cool. Every time you drink, and then you
Hey, dude.
have that here, and then it goes so in your mouth like this. Oh man! And then you kind of, use the fire axe into the door, breaking it open, killing whatever is inside, chopping them to pieces. Oh man, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, until you rudely interrupted me with your drinking, right?
Wait, before you. Fizz Giggity, I want to say that name because it's more cooler than Piper's. He says, I love black licorice. What is it? What you drank? I'm going to show you. Can you put the camera on me a little bit bigger? So, can I see this? You know what? Wait, Piper, wait. So, basically, I was forgetting. I still that I have a bottle at home, so I bought a new one. This is called what we call drop shot. Drop is the black licorice. That's how we call it here in the Netherlands. When people say drop, it's black licorice in all shapes and colors. Shot is, well, that speaks for itself. And I rather corrupt and innocent. That's cool. Basically, it's licorice in liquid form. It has alcohol, not much. I mean, it's only 24%. So, but hey, it's more like, if you want something to drink in the evening with friends. We always play games, and every time a loser, has to drink one of these tiny little bottles, and you get drunk in no time if you lose a lot like me. So yeah. And I'm not sure what's the difference is between the double black and the normal one. I mean, they all taste the same to me, but hey, I'm not an expert, so yeah. I'm just drinking once in a while, like now.
Like why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I do it now?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
So what I wanted to know is, when does the campaign end? Dude, stop it.
Okay.
Nobody's interested in that, right?
He's doing his victory lap.
But not yet. It's coming a little, because there are still 10 days left, right?
Yes.
We still get 10 days to get people motivated, and I prepared this. I don't know if it's motivational enough for you guys to tell me. Do you think you would like to have this at home?
That's a big yes, most people say.
Well, it's kind of doesn't apply to Marinus because you're the creator, right? And the thing is, like, those who already backed it, they already got into this great chance of getting this A4 handmade, traditionally made thingy. And those who still haven't still have 10 days to do so, right?
Yeah.
And when the campaign ends, we during one stream we'll probably decide on that together with Marinus. And during this stream, we are going to announce the randomly chosen winner of this great art piece made by yours truly. Just kidding. Okay, fine. But that's maybe. Well, the thing is, if no one backs it, okay, the picture still will go to a person as a great thank you for backing this awesome project. Because as you already know, Marinus is one of my closest friends, and I think he deserves to win this win. This is also a win for me, and that's my way to thank you who already backed this project and decided to have this awesome book, because I did as well.
Yeah, and thank you too, Kate, for doing that for me. I mean, you didn't have to do that, but you did it anyway. So I really appreciate that you did that. Looks stunning. Looks great.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of happy that you like it, but I'm really bad at taking compliments. So stop it.
Okay, I got a drink to that.
Okay, you can have one for me.
Yeah, but by the way, where's Red? Because I was so up in my campaign. Where is he? Ah, shit! Did you get it over there, Piper? Shit.
Probably she's talking about a drink.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you can always send her a bottle with her book, right?
Yeah. Go to chat room. I'm sure you get someone send you some. It's totally cool.
Okay.
Skål.
Okay, cheers. Yeah, but the thing is, you kind of maybe noticed that we're missing one person, and unfortunately, Red needed to go because he's working again.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we will leave this great announcement for the later stream because this great announcement had something to do with him as well.
Okay.
That's why you will need to wait a little bit more. So here's one more peek. As you can see, we are slowly moving in. I'm still working on these bushes and on this foreground, and it will be nice saturated, like sunset with shooting stars, because this comic book is all around hope, and yeah, let's keep positive, guys, right?
Yeah. Are you gonna do some how do you say, some green in there, or will it leave it like this?
That's kind of the thing. I would like to keep it in sympathetic colors, like not too many colors in it. So I will just play with it a little bit and see where it gets. Yeah.
Okay.
So far I got from, you probably saw that picture that I posted on Twitter. It wasn't finished at all, and now we moved kind of to these parts. So these parts are there already, and we are probably adding some more. Okay, Gretchen. Yeah, by the way, Scott, you probably don't know this Gretchen story. Okay, Pale, can you probably can show us. Would you like to jump in to show us? I will wait a little bit.
He said, "Red went to watch Voltron."
Yeah, so Pale, are you joining us to show us Gretchen, because you're the probably only person that actually took that shot. Yeah, Scott, you probably don't know this, but while I was drawing this comic panel from Bones, yeah, I was drawing the wolf, and we kind of made fun. It's a shame you can't. Well, you should have, right?
Next time.
Next time, definitely. And I was drawing these wolves, and we were making fun, like put a lipstick on it, or make some eyelashes to it, and put swimsuit in it. And I kind of did, and yeah, Gretchen was born. Yeah.
So that's what Gretchen is. It's a dressed up werewolf.
Yeah, dressed up werewolf, like yeah, with lashes and lipstick and so on. And by the way, did you guys notice that great project that was running, that 24-hour stream, right? Marinus, did you catch it?
The 20 hour. Yeah, I was there. I was in the chat, right? Or was I there? I'm not remembering.
You were there, and many other great artists were there, and that
Oh,
comic
yeah.
is all that comic is already out. Guys, did you see
Yeah.
that? Did you see that cover? Like, did you see that cover? Like, that was something to see. I'm going to show you, because Gretchen officially made it in.
What the hell? I didn't see this one.
Gretchen officially made it in. Pale, you're going to get great money.
What's this? This is the first time I see it. What is this?
Yeah, that's this 24-hour stream finally put together. It's in a comic, right?
Yeah.
So you can read it for free. You can read it for free. And Pale, you're a star now because Gretchen made it in.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cover looks great, man. This one, Gretchen too.
Absolutely. And Frogo, right? And this panel is mine.
What you did, yeah. I didn't know that it was ended like this, because I only saw what you did, and then after the stream stopped, so I didn't know how it ended. But this is great, man.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that I was the second one to draw, right?
Yeah.
After Hans, the Red Eyes creator.
Yeah.
And so basically everyone who went after me already knew maybe they had some kind of time to figure out what are they going to draw, and I was like, okay, what is this man drawing? Like, what he's doing? What's that? Because he was doing it traditionally, right? So you couldn't see the screen of what he's drawing. So I was like sitting in the chair, sweating. Oh my god, what am I going to draw? And suddenly he showed it on the screen, and I was just talking to Red about it, and he paused it in the very right moment, and I just could see, like, okay, so this is it. So yeah, there are two pillars, there is some kind of statue, there is probably someone dead with two people around it. Okay, so what should I do with that? Oh my god, I'm so screwed. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was a nice stream, very fun also.
Yeah, but it was definitely awesome project, to be honest.
Yeah, that does look like a really cool idea.
Yeah, you do know what was going on, Scott, right?
No, I'd missed this one.
Yeah, well, the point of this story is like there were artists coming one after another. Like, each artist got 1 full hour, right? And each artist was to follow the story of the previous one to create something new, to create a story together. So basically, Hans was the first one to go, and he came up with this picture. And then I saw this picture and needed to follow his story with my own. And then this artist came and did his. And every artist had this amount of half page to draw. Yeah, so half page was yours. So there were many talented artists. For example, as you can see, this is Barbiscus, like half page. You can already see it according to those colors. Yes, his wife she's the colorist there.
Can you leave the link in the description? I want to read it.
Yeah, right. But it's already on Twitter, right? So I'm putting it to the comment section.
Yeah.
So you can read it all there.
Cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it takes some interesting directions.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That looks like it was.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say that it just looks like it was a lot of fun.
Definitely, and I can already tell. So as you can see, Rotan was the one who was organizing this one, and he was the poor guy. He had to stay like 24 hours, and he did stay even longer. I think he was saying something around 36 or something like that. So imagine not sleeping for 36 hours. So it was killer for him.
And then you had this to like look at the whole time.
Yeah.
He was probably hallucinating pretty good at the end.
I'm pretty sure. But it was fun to watch it, right? Okay, guys.
So awesome.
Yeah, I actually have to get going. The chaos is building over here.
Yeah.
But thanks for sharing your Project Marinus. That looks really cool. I'm gonna take another look at that. And congrats on getting that funded. Definitely well deserved. And
Thank you.
thanks for having me on here. Letting me show Wrath. Like we talked about in front of some new readers, some new eyes. Maybe there's some people who didn't know about it previously. So if you guys want, check that out and help me keep that story going as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the wolves. We stick together, right?
That's right. I'm a little bit of a lone wolf, but you know, I run with packs.
Okay.
Hey, that's a hint. That's a hint.
Okay, cool. So thank you very much for sticking with us.
Yeah, no problem. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you guys around, and maybe we can do another stream some other time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Be there, man. Hey, have a nice day.
You too. Have a good
And
evening.
say hi to your 5-year-old.
Definitely will.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's just the two of us, Kate.
Yeah, the last musketeers, or how do you call it? Like the two survivors?
Yeah, it's the three musketeers, not the two last musketeers.
Yeah, the third musketeer is kind of out for a while, right?
Yeah, well, two musketeers is also good.
Yeah, with having some free time to just enjoy it. It's kind of nice to have, right? So
yeah,
maybe we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you talk. You talk.
No, you do it.
No, you talk.
Yeah, maybe we'll take turns, right? When he comes back, then I will go for a break or a mental breakdown. I'm not sure.
Don't do the last one, please. Yeah. But hey, your cover looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to the finished project, by the way. And so you are okay. So you're doing a cover. You're gonna do an Indiegogo campaign, right?
Yeah, I plan to go to Indiegogo with this one, and I'm not really sure about month, but I know that it will be 2021, and it's going to be really, really soon. So probably I don't want to give away all details because we don't have we didn't figure out everything yet. Yeah. But definitely going to tell everyone about it when we do. So
yeah, can you reveal how many pages the book will be? Your first book?
So far when we've counted it, I decided to shorten it, right? Because the whole book number 1 was about to be somewhere around 200. So basically, what you would get would be like this thick book, something like, I don't know, I don't have it right here, but it will be thick, right? But since it's the very first project, I got advised from many people, from Red, from Liam, and even from you. I remember talking to you about this, that I should probably make the first book a little thinner. So that's why I decided to use this breaking point in the end of this chapter, plus a few more pages to get people interested maybe in it, because there are still a few pages to go. So together with the cover and all the pages in it, it should be roughly around 76 pages, I think, which is still kind of a lot, but I think it's kind of bearable. I think, yeah. So in this book, you'll get to know Lena, you'll get to know the world of werewolves, you'll get to know some rules, some rankings, maybe how the relationship there works. And then there will be this book number 2, where you'll get to know a few more fantastic characters that will change her world upside down.
Yeah, and if I'm reading the story correctly, the Lena will be getting older through the book, right? Or
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I plan to keep her this young for only book 1 and maybe part of book 2, because the main story starts when she's 18. Right now, she's 15 years old. And to be honest, it's just to introduce all the characters to the reader, so they know how they got together and why they got together in the first place. But the main story goes when she's a lot older, and also because, well, who's interested in 15 years old girl, right? Yeah. We all want to see this young adult woman.
Exactly. Jim Cox is also in the stream. Start a mailing list within 6 months of launch. That's a very good one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I already passed that limit. So mailing list is possibly coming out very, 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 very soon.
Cool.
So let's see about that. Just I will keep you updated on everything. I still plan to do a lot of fan arts. I still plan to do like I have this Shinobi Sasquatch fan art on my table right now. Not going to show anything yet because I think that's the last fan art that's still there. And also I have another fan art for Red. So I keep plan on doing those. But okay, I kind of messed up this sentence, but whatever. Yeah, but I definitely plan to keep you updated on Bones as well. So you will see a lot from next chapters, a lot of art from next chapters, the new characters. You'll slowly get to know them, but probably not as fast as you been used to because I need to slow down on my webtoon, which is kind of silly because on webtoon you usually publish once a week or twice a week, 2 times per month, I don't know, and I only do that once a month. But yeah, I really want to make sure that this book number 1 will be something you will never forget.
Yeah,
that's kind of oath that I gave to myself.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to. I'm going to work on a new chapter as well, and I'm going to write and create a new horror comic. That's gonna. Depends all of how Black Heart Miner is doing and how much money it's gonna make. But I'm already working on something new that I want to bring out in 2021. And,
okay, is it something I already know about or not?
Yeah, well, you did watch the short movie, right? 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, I've watched it. Like I watched the second part yesterday.
Yeah.
It was really good. I like it.
Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to do is I try to do the whole eldritch horror, but then in a completely new setting instead of in America or something in the woods. It's going to be maybe in the woods, but it's more like in a winter setting. It's maybe a combination of 30 Days of Night and The Thing with Kurt Russell from the 80s. That's what I'm trying to do. I love that movie, and I want to do something like that. Don't know the details yet because it's in very, 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 very early stage. So, but that's something is coming if it all goes to plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will be really interesting, guys. I kind of heard of this project a little bit, but I'm not going to tell anything because I'm a mean.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Okay. So, is there anything you would like to maybe ask? Because I promised that you can ask in the very beginning of the stream. That if you have certain questions about Blackheart Manor, about Bones, about even Red, but we'll.
Or just casual stuff, right? Like Piper said, hey, she wants to have that drop shot, but she can't get it in where she lives, which sucks. I mean, it's really nice.
Like we do have this licorice candies. It's called Hashlerki, and I kind of like it. Like many people like it, but it's a very unusual taste that you need to get used to, right?
You're right. But I also have the it's probably not something that is here in the Netherlands. It's also, I believe that you can get it mostly everywhere. It's very sour. It's from Katja, the sour. Yeah, I don't know what matches means in, but those are very tasty.
I think we have those. I think we have those. Are those like fruit pieces or something like that?
Not again.
Fruit piece. Like those are some kind of fruit candies or something like that, right?
Yeah, but very sour.
Very sour.
Yeah. If you stuff it in your mouth, you get a very big red head. You're gonna sweat a lot, unless you have a have a tolerance for that. But if I'm eating this whole bag, I'm gonna get, I need to go to the hospital or something.
I kind of like that kind of things. I often buy candies like that, but I'm more of a chocolate person myself. So
Oh yeah, I love chocolate as well, but I'm trying
yeah.
different.
By the way, when you mentioned Black Manor today we had this lesson at school, right? And I kind of got this inspiration from you. We were doing this storytelling activity, right? So I left my kids these words: that monster, girl, fire, mud, adventure, and horror. These were the 6 words they had to cover in the story, right? They didn't need to literally use those words, but they needed to cover it in the story in a way. And we kind of started like a chain story. Every student got 1 sentence to make.
Oh,
It was kind of funny to do because you could already see those faces like, yeah, we're making something great. Oh, let's do it this way. And how about they do it this? And
the creative process. Oh,
yeah. It was really fun to watch and to do this because we in the end of the lesson we had somewhere around 120 words. And then I got them this activity, like a competition, like each of them needed to start with that story that we created, but they were supposed to finish it on their own as they wanted. And then we'll vote probably in the next week, and the best story will get a prize.
Yeah, that's cool. I love storytelling and doing the creative process because you can throw so much ideas at each other and there's something always coming new out of it that you can build upon to the next part. That's so much. That's how we build Blackheart Manor. I mean, I pitched an original idea, get the idea, and then we expanded it because it's so much different now, but also at the same time the same.
Yeah,
it's really cool. I love that. And well, with Bonds, of course, you created this all on your own, right? You wrote, you lettered, you created. You're doing your own creative process.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of. It's a great thing to do on one hand, but on the second hand, there is no one who will like guide you or who will like when you're working with a team, you're working with different people and different creative minds, and you need to you often argue a lot, but on the other hand, you often get new ideas that you wouldn't get if you didn't have those people around.
Exactly, and that's it. That's the whole thing of the old creative process. You can please everyone, or you can say, hey, this is what we all want.
Yeah.
It can go either way.
But fortunately for me, fortunately to me, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you made it.
Hey, guys.
Dropped out so suddenly, and I wanted to announce it so badly, Yeah, that's the thing because I kind of found my team like lately, a few weeks ago, a few months ago. I can boldly say, yeah, it all started with you and Jeroen. You were the very first people to help me, to be there with me, to stream with me, to guide me through all of that. And then I found Red, then I found Carla, and then I found many like awesome people that would give me advices, and that's something you kind of really need. Yeah, mostly when you're doing this for the very first time, like I do right now.
Yeah, well, it's the same for me too. I mean, I got so much support from all of these people that you are mentioned, and it made me more aware what to do and what not to do, and also there are really some good people here that really wants to help you and fulfill your dream when it comes to comics. Speaking only for myself, of course, but also for you, I think, Miriam, and we need those kind of people, and it's great, bouncing off of each other, and they know what they're doing. Like Red, they know what they're doing. They have a lot of experience, and he helped me a lot too, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. We need to buy him a chocolate, right?
Yeah. Does he love chocolate? I don't know.
I don't know either, but maybe you could buy him some drop shots, and I don't know. I will buy him something as well.
Yeah, I can send a bottle if it hope it not breaks.
But hey, we shall see.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. I made a joke. Yeah. That's a bad thing.
But it was kind of good. It was not that bad.
Yeah, but you want to announce where Red is in your company, or can you ask Red to announce it now, or what do you want it to do it
Yeah,
later?
you kind of gave it away already right now. So yeah,
Who, me? No, I'm innocent.
you owe me nothing. I owe you everything, dude. I owe you everything because you spend so much time that I kind of start to question yourself if you're not mad, right?
Yeah,
Because it's like we spent hours on consulting about how to do this right, about how to make it work. So because the thing is, I'm not doing this to. I will say it like as bluntly as I can. I'm not doing this for money, and I've never started to do this for money. I just love every single heart that appears on every single post. That's when I post something on Twitter and then I see those likes, I see those retweets, and my heart goes into overdrive because I'm so happy, you know. So that's why I do it. I just want to get this story out to people, and I want them to like it as much as I do. That's my goal.
yeah, same here, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, Red, she or we don't owe you anything. I disagree. I mean, without you and Carla and lots of other people, we wouldn't be here, I think. Or
Yeah.
we will struggle a lot. So your help is very valuable to us.
Yes. Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so fruit salad is here again, and also the
I still don't know what that means.
Which one?
Everything. A zebra and apples. I still don't know what that means. Maybe you can enlighten me.
No way. The only thing I expect, what I know you'll provide your best effort. Yeah, I'm too lazy to do that. You already know that.
Yeah.
Effort, like what effort should I do?
Yeah. Work harder. But
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's it. That's what we need. Great people to have the same passion with comics, reading comics, but not only people who create comics, but also people who read comics, talk about comics when comics is their passion, or maybe they want to get into comics. I think that's important as well. Not only the people who are very passionate about comics for years, but also new people who wants to try the comics that we are creating here. I mean, I was sick of the big two, the Marvel and DC, for a very long time. And because of what is created here on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, whatever your preference is, which platform, there's so much new stuff in here and so much new people, so much new creators that do things differently that I think it's freaking great. That's why I'm doing this. That's just why I'm creating this comic, because I want to be a part of this community, because where I come from, we don't have that. So for me, this is great. This is absolutely great, because the big two, Marvel, DC, isn't doing it for me anymore. What they are doing is, I don't know. In my opinion, it's trash. Not all of it, but a lot of it. It's not my company anymore. So I'm gonna do search for other platforms. Like on Indiegogo, like crowdfunding, like indie comics. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I want to back, all those comics and all those people. Yeah.
That's the kind of problem with me. While I'm drawing, I can really focus on being the great host or something. So yeah.
So what are you going to do now, Kate? What is your plan?
Well, my plan for now is to. I still need to do some meetings.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you could enlighten me.
What, can you read? What do you want that Red draws pictures of what he is trying to say?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay, Red. It's up to you. I'm not gonna get involved with the whole butt stuff. unless you are into it. But no.
I'm kind of lost with this one. I'm sorry. I have a blonde
Yeah,
moment right
right.
now.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I'm so innocent, but I really don't like. I have this blonde moment right now. Maybe you
Yeah.
could enlighten me right now.
Well, who, me or
Yes,
Red?
yes, you, because you laughed like you understand it, but I
I know
don't.
exactly what he means.
I don't.
Yeah, well, you don't read Marvel and DC comics, right? Yeah. Ouch.
Ouch.
Very painful indeed. Someone
Yeah,
is away.
yeah, bad with double T, bad with double T. That's it. Oh my god, I'm surrounded with pervs.
Who's that? Why? First,
I don't know. You tell me.
No, it's about preference, right? I think.
Right? That's how you call it nowadays, right?
Yeah, that's how you call it. Preference.
I still remember, like, do you remember when we met and you threw these random names at me, like EVS and John Malin and Dan Fraga and I don't know who else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Who are they? Who are these people?
Yeah, who are these people? Like,
Yeah. Now, when it comes to the big two is DC Comics and Marvel Comics.
yeah, I know that I'm not that dumb, right?
Yes. Do you know the whole shenanigans what they are doing now with what they are bringing out?
Yeah, the thing is they were doing shenanigans from the very beginning, like because you I already told you that I've made this diploma
Yeah.
thesis based on comics, right? So I need to cover that as well. And I kind of read about it, and the whole DC Marvel thing, it was a competition from the very start. So what they are doing now is again the same dumb thing, and that's all. And I'm done with this topic.
Yeah, well, let's say that they are doubling down on what people do not want. That's the whole problem. People do not want, the whole. I'm speaking, purely for myself. No, that's not it. I'm contradicting myself a little bit. Let's say that most people do not want the whole. Everything has to be woke. Everything has to be transgender. Everyone has to be gay. Every male white hero needs to be how do you say? Race swapped, gender swapped. I mean, me personally, I don't care. Hey, guys, Red, till next time.
Yeah, drive
I
safe.
don't care if somebody is gay, black, or whatever, but you don't have to do it every fucking time. People just getting sick of it, and they are doing with a purpose, and people do not want that. That's why the sales are in the drain, and that's why fans like me is going away from the big two, and I'm going to search for something else, like other companies like Image, like Dark Horse Studios or Boom or whatever, and everything on Indiegogo or maybe even Kickstarter, mostly Indiegogo. But that what they are producing now is not for me anymore, and I don't want to be getting angry all the time about what they are doing with the whole woke stuff. I'm against it, but hey, that's just me. That's me. I'm not gonna buy the comics anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's kind of forcing people. It's
Exactly.
kind of like violating things. Like when when you have a story about being gay or being different gender, then okay, fine. But like I said, everything needs to have a purpose. You just can't do these comics in a
Exactly.
way, like, okay, because it's popular now, because it's woke. Being woke is trendy.
Yeah, and the problem is that I don't care about being woke. I mean, Marvel has a lot of great gay characters in the past. One of the 90s gay characters was North Star from Alpha Flight. And people, and when he came out at the time, nobody bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye. Exactly, Warpath. They are trying to dump each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when that came out, that nobody bats an eye, and I read, okay, North Star is gay. Well, good for him. You know what? Let's move on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have also a lot of Marvel had us also a lot of black characters, Spanish characters. There's a lot of characters to go through, but those characters suddenly are not important anymore. So they create new ones that nobody wants. Why? I don't know. And well, DC is not much better because what they are doing now is atrocious with what they are putting out in the coming months. Jesus Christ.
We
And
should invite Barbara over. This talk would be like totally heated.
oh yeah, oh, no, if he hears this, he's going to jump in and hey, are we talking trash about Marvel and DC? Let me join. Yeah, let me join. Yeah, but I think a lot of people are feeling this way, and that's the reason why they are getting fed up with all ramming that things down our throats. Yeah, and that's too shame because that's too bad. I mean, there's a lot of comics and characters still from Marvel that I grew up with, and they are totally bastardized, and I don't recognize those characters anymore. And so I buy mostly older stuff, like from the 80s, from the 70s, trade paperbacks, from the 90s. I mean, where comics, in my opinion, were still cool. I'm not saying they are all bad. There are some cool storylines in the last couple of years, but not that you think, hey, that's great, and I have to buy that book. And because, last Iron Man was, Hellcat telling Tony Stark about his male privilege. Come on, Jesus Christ! That's maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, Kate, but
yeah, a little bit lost, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans. I mean, what has white privilege to do with saving the world, right? I mean, but hey, who am I? And I can go on and on and on and on, but that's not what I'm doing. I said my piece about this.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's the reason why what red gaze is meaning. They fuck you in the ass from both sides. They don't care about you at all. Yeah, exactly, Omega. Nobody better than Midnight and Apollo. That's a good one. They are gay as well. They basically, well, Apollo is like a Superman character, and Midnight is more like a Batman character, and they both are a gay couple. They are in love with each other. Nobody better than I. Nobody cares. They say, hey, those are badass characters. People love them, or not, of course, but nobody cares about that. Unless, well, but now if you say something against it, oh, well, you are bigots. You are a homophobe. You are a racist. You are this and you are that. And are you kidding me? I supported those companies for years. And they treated their fans like they don't care, like shit. And that's infuriating. Yeah.
Well, you probably are too small fish to do anything about it.
Oh yeah, I know.
So you either stop buying things from them, or
Exactly.
you just have to deal with it.
No, that's what I did for a long time ago. I stopped collecting comics 8 years ago, and maybe last year I just started collecting indie comics again, and also from different studios. Yeah, there are some DC work that I buy, but that is maybe 1 or 2 books. And with Marvel also, I bought when I was younger almost every Marvel book. You know, the New Warriors, the Spider-Mans, the Hulk, the Fantastic Fours, etc., etc. Now I'm looking at, oh man, I'm not going to touch that one. Absolutely not. No.
Well, the funny thing is, until I kind of met you all guys, I wasn't the person to buy the comic book at all, and now I just can't get enough.
Of comic books, you mean?
Yeah, of comic books.
Okay. So what changed?
I don't know. Maybe I got more involved in this. Like the thing is, I was always more of a movie person because maybe it's the fact, like you mentioned, that you in your country you don't have like this comic world, and we don't do that. We don't have that either.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, so basically, when you get to a like bookshop or something like that, you either get a book like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you will probably find few manga stories that are really popular, like Naruto, Bleach, and those big names, right?
Yeah.
But there are not many comics out there, and that's kind of shame, you know.
What we do have is a lot of European comics, and that's mostly non-superhero, and those are great too, by the way. And well, in America, it's more like superhero focused, I think. But I believe that a lot of European comics now also getting translated into English, and you can buy them. I hope so in America as well, because there's a lot of fantastic European comic books that I really want you to read. That is very worthwhile. But
I'm going to show you that one that do you remember when we had stream with Michael Bancroft?
Mhm.
And he mentioned this French comic maker, Mathieu Lafray.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm oh my god,
Sure.
I looked him up and his art is amazing. Like
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so you can see it over here, right?
Yeah.
So for example, this one. I think he's an art station or something like that. Like wow. Like wow.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Yeah. And those are not only how do you say sketchers, they are making comics just like that. That's the whole thing. It's not only, hey, I can draw a cover or a sketching and some paintings. They actually, a lot of what you are seeing here is inside of a comic or a strip, or how do you say it? Yeah.
Well,
and I wish that the Western market, like America, has access to those books. I really wish that because like work from Mobius. A lot of people from America know who Mobius is. They now can have the his English translated work, and it's absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should probably stop it somewhere around here so you can see. We kind of moved forward with it. I will play with it a little bit more and surprise you probably even more because the picture is not even in the half.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a lot more.
Yeah, let's do this another time. I mean, this is a fun stream.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of felt really good during this one stream, even more communicative than before.
Next time I'm gonna bring my boxing gloves.
You better. And glasses. You forgot the glasses again. Damn it.
Do you mean this glasses? Or do you mean this glasses? Which one? I can't see because I got lenses in, but hey.
Yeah, now you have the power strength of the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah. The eyes of the foresight.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so thank you very much for joining us today, and let's do another stream soon. Maybe drawing bonds panel, or maybe just talking about some. Yeah. Okay, so here's your chance to say bye.